Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Man left, man left. You got three down.
They'll run on first down. It's Moore. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Strong right. Hey, got three down.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that. Great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Man open. It's Goodwin. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll run with Taylor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Let's go now. 60 or recon, 132 fighter. Now.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
General West.
Mike, 59. Here we go. 59 Mike, 59.
On play action, Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. Right? We always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Orbit.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down now, it's Moore, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
Here's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Here comes Pettis on the return. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. They're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go! 90 Wolf!
59. Watch the slant.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check go!
On 2nd and 12, Locke got a man open. It's Sutton. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
60 outlaw.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Target, 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 target.
Yes, yes.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Snap.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And McManus able to put it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? You made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really different.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Check 13.
Topper!
Play action. Now it's Locke. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Max Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about a rate. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate, and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And they'll try the jet sweep here. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Patch it. Hey, watch it.
On first down, Locke. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch
Twist on travel.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Locke on the bootleg. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Ready, set.
59, check, 59. So we got man. Slam.
Yep.
Bumps up the helmet. Here we go.
Mike, 80 weapon. Get it.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They fake the handoff, now Locke to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
You think you're going to get this? You think you're going to get this? Under 10.
You're out.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch out.
Hey!
Check, 59. I got him.
Go!
Mike, check, 59. Hey, defense, let's go.
Lock now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. He'll be ridden out of bounds. Didn't even come close to sniffing the end zone. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Mike to 59. All day, baby, all day. No. Off.
General West. Ready?
Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The Raiders are going for a first down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Echo. Henry. Watch the curve.
From the 41, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Now Haskins, third and long. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
10-2 start.
Touchdown, defense.
On third down, Taylor. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We want it. Come to my world. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Ready.
Hey, check Mike.
Bravo.
Check Mike 21. Watch the pass. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Get it.
Now to the air. Rock. He completes this to Sutton. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. 64, weak.
You're all right, baby. Get this. You're all right. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Deep river. Deep river.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lock. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Let's go.
Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's Pollard again. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, tank. Mike's 50.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Showing it.
Chopper!
Switch.
Ready?
They run the counter. Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
60 Pittsburgh.
That's trash.
Throwing on third and long. Lock. He's going to look deep down the field. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Mike 50. Go. Here we go. 50. Right. 50. Let it go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Fresno. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Check tight. Mike 50. So. Check curls.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player?
Check it back.
How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up 2nd down. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moore. And he will have the the first down as he gets this to the 47. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They go play action with Haskins. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. That's good for 28 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up. First and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chitty on the other side of the ball. Said, hey!
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, keep it. Hey, let it go.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Come on, Lon. We better than that.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's fourth down.
4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down. 4th down
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Yeah, that's how we do, dude.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, 50.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Gator. 54 Mike. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, alert 3. Defense.
Lock to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Mike's 50. Let's go, T. Gonna be a long day offense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Mike 50. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Mike's 50. Here we go. Mike's 50.
Here we go with Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
50. Mike 50. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey,
fourth down, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
I got you. I got you. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
To throw his lock. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 3rd down, Pollard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Broncos, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.